this is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. I am here today with Purple Post. So I have got a painting here from Diamond Art Studio UK, and I have been waiting for this for a little while now with anticipation. So they always wrap their diamond paintings so beautifully. I've removed the clear outer cover that just had my details on, and look at this. They just wrap it so perfectly. I love that attention to detail. So I'm going to get into this and show you what I've got. They always include a little card on the outside, and on here is their details. So diamondartstudio.co.uk and their Facebook group. Oops, I've got some nail varnish on my fingers. Excuse those marks, I've just seen that. I promise it's not dirt, it's nail varnish. Yes, so check them out. Really great company to buy from. So anyone who has been following Diamond Art Studio may have noticed that a little while ago there was a bit of a stir about a painting they brought out called Outside the Sweetshop. It came out and I saw that it was coming out, and I looked at it and I thought, that is stunning. But it has got a lot of colours, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot, as you will see. So I passed on it. But then, as is sometimes the case, people started getting it, they started working on it, and I was like, oh, I've made a mistake here. I really want that painting. There's a creator called Diamonds and Washi, who has a great YouTube channel. You should check her out. She bought it and she did the painting and she showed lots of progress pictures. So I've seen a lot of detail about it. I've seen other pictures people have completed. And I thought, okay, I'm going to take on the challenge. I normally like paintings that have a lot of colours for variety, but by a lot, I mean, you know, 60, 70 something colours. This one has got a few multiples of that, but it's going to be worth it. It's a challenge. That is the way that I am seeing it. So where is the picture? Here you go. Here's the little tiny picture there to give you a glimpse of it. Okay, so this is 60 by 80 centimetres. It's a square drill painting, and it is licensed artwork. Diamond Art Studio do licensed artwork only, which is one of the many reasons I like them. They have these lovely purple boxes, hence me saying Purple Post. And again, just some reiterations of their details, instructions, all the usual kinds of things on the box. I really like their branding. So, this box is really heavy. Okay. Oh, did you hear that thud as it hit the table? I think I opted not to have a toolkit because Diamond Art Studio do give you the option to choose whether you want one or not. So let's just see what slides out of here. Wow. There's some drills. And there is some more drills. There's a lot, guys. There are 197 colours in this painting. Wow. Yeah. I've seen this image on other people's, but still seeing it in person is a little overwhelming. That is a lot of symbols and a lot of colours, but it's going to be awesome. Okay, so they're so neatly packaged too, aren't they? I don't know how they get them so neat. What am I going to do? I think I'm going to look at the canvas and then I'll take a little peek and show you a few drills just because they're in little baggies, so I can do that. But I definitely don't want to mess these up because I want to be able to wrap it away neatly until I'm ready to work on it. So I'm just going to roll this back on itself just to get it flatter for you. Diamond Art Studio uses poured glue canvases. They've recently upgraded their canvas to a lovely soft sort of cottony, felty background. And it feels really nice actually. It's lightweight but sturdy. Ooh, I've missed those in my excitement. I'll look at those in a second. But let me just roll it back on itself to get it a bit flatter. And then I can show you what else I've got here. So, wow. It's so huge. The schematic on the side has to stick out so much further than I'm used to beyond the edges of the painting. That's hilarious. Okay, so there are some more details on there, like we have their Facebook and Instagram down here, their website, and in the bottom right hand corner you can see the artist is Helcorio. Helcorio is an artist that they've licensed quite a few pieces with, and they've all been incredibly popular. They've been selling out like a flash, despite the fact a lot of them have these lots of colours. And that's something that I was going to mention actually. I bought this on a pre-order. So as I was saying, I missed the first time round because it sold out so quickly. It even shocked the owners of the shop how quickly it sold out. And then lots of people were waiting to get it. So what they did was they asked for people's opinion on whether they would want to pre-order or not, because they don't generally as a company like to do pre-orders because it means taking your money in advance of being able to ship you the product. But actually the result was a resounding response that yes, actually people were quite happy to do that, knowing that they would get their product eventually. And Diamond Art Studio are fantastic at communication. They keep everyone really well informed on their page, on Facebook and in their group and all of that. So you know that your money's safe and you're going to get your product. And I was quite happy to do that because, as I've just said, they're a very trustworthy company. And I think a lot of people were, because that pre-order did sell out and they ended up having to do another pre-order just to make sure that they get enough stock in on the next order. So as of now, I'm not sure what the current status is, whether there is a pre-order open or whether it's just a case of waiting till it's next in stock. But check out their website and you should be able to find that out. Oh, wow, I'm so happy, but daunted simultaneously. Before I move on, the other thing that I wanted to say, just as an illustration of how great their customer service is, I ordered this in July on the pre-order, knowing that they were expecting to have it in August and knowing that I was on holiday for 2 weeks in August. So I just quickly popped them over a message and said, I'm away between these dates. If it comes into stock between those dates, can you please hold it until the date that I'm back? And within 5 minutes, I had an email saying, note added to order, do not ship until the 25th of August. And that's exactly what happened. The week leading up to the 25th of August, I got another note on my account saying, here's the UPS reference number, but it won't be picked up until after the 25th. And then because of the bank holiday and that kind of thing in the UK, it didn't get picked up till yesterday, Tuesday, the 29th, but that was fine. And I really, really, really appreciate dealing with a company that does what they say they will and listens when you make requests, because I can see that going wrong some places, and then the order arriving when I'm away, and yeah. Anyway, I'm babbling. Okay, what am I going to do? First of all, you probably haven't been able to see the top of it. I will pan over this in a minute, but I'm just going to show you that as well. And you will see, and I'm going to zoom in a second, that this is the most confetti I have ever encountered in a painting. And that's why I didn't go for it originally, as along with not really wanting to kit up 197 colours, I knew it would mean a lot of confetti because it's only a 60 by 80 centimetre painting, you know. It's big, but it's not that big. And I don't love confetti at the moment, but when I saw the completed pictures, it's just so stunning. And I think a lot of people have gone for it for exactly the same reason, that they maybe aren't totally drawn to doing max colour pieces generally, but this one just looks worth it. So I'm just seeing it as a long-term project. I bought some storage specially that will fit all the colours, and I'm just seeing it as something that I'm going to kit up fairly soon, and I'm going to do a small bit at a time, put it away as soon as I feel burnt out confetti. Small bit, put it away. And it'll probably take me like a year or something, but it's going to be worth it, and that's the main thing. I'm particularly excited about this section here because I've seen it on completed pieces, and it's the light down on the wet pavement, and the rendering is perfect because they hand render their pieces. They go over them very carefully and in a lot of detail to make them make sense as much as possible. And that's the other thing. It's not max colours for the sake of it. It's max colours because it works. So yeah, I can do that. Let me just check the glue. Oh, Yeah, very sticky. My last diamond art studio that I worked on also had extremely sticky glue, so no issues there. And I'm going to zoom you in just so you can get a bit of an idea of the level of confetti. So here we go. That's just one random section in the middle. I don't know if that is the most confetti, but yeah, you can see it's quite intense. And the other thing you will notice possibly is the colours of the symbols. So they have started to do this really cool thing on their canvases recently as one of their upgrades. So they said that where symbols involve white, that generally means that it's just that the canvas isn't getting printed on in that bit. Sorry, my hand keeps flashing in front. It's because I'm excited and waving my hands around. So where you have symbols that are darker with a white symbol in the middle, like these ones here that you see in yellow here, typically those are normally printed as a white symbol instead of the yellow that you see here. And what that can mean is you get a bit of colour bleed and the symbol ends up not being quite as clear. So they have made this very innovative change that I've not come across anyone else doing, where they have instead printed it in yellow. So it's getting printed with a colour, and that removes the danger of colour bleed. So the last thing that you want to deal with on a kit with loads and loads and loads of different colours and symbols is them not being easy to tell apart. And I think looking over this, it's about as clear as you could hope for it to be. So I really, really appreciate that. The other thing that I have seen Diamond Art Studio commenting on is that they have tried their very best to make their symbols as different to each other and to not have really similar symbols in the same section. But with the best will in the world, when you've got to find 197 different symbols, I'm expecting there are going to be a few that are a little trickier to tell apart, and that's just going to be part of the challenge. Okay, I think I'm going to pan over it now so that you can see it in more detail, and then I will take a closer look at the rest of what I've got here. Doing it a little back to front today. Okay, hope you enjoyed taking a closer look at that. Right, now I'm going to show you the rest of the things I've got here and take a little peek at some drills. So I've got a whole pouch for my sticker sheets, because Diamond Art Studio do include sticky labels for all of their colours, which is great, because can you imagine trying to label 197 pots any other way? And they are in Ziploc bags, by the way, so if you don't want to kit up, you could keep them in those. I think it would be difficult, because even people who normally just do one colour at a time for a canvas, I mean, you could try it, but I think it would be hard. I think most people are going to want to section up this painting and do it bit by bit. So I've got 3 pages, all of which have this sticker sheet with the image on one side, and then these. Now, are they Okay, I think that these are one whole sticker, because in the past I've had ones from them that were cut up into individual bits, but they're quite large. So what you could do, and what I may well do, is use my paper guillotine to cut part of it off. Like I'll probably cut this number off, because that's not going to be much use to me with this many, and I'll just have the symbol and the DMC. So 3 pages. There aren't any special drills like ABs, but you really don't need that when you've got this much going on. And some spare stickers at the end, just because that's how it's worked out with the printing. But that might even come in useful if I have some colours where I've got more than... No, do you know what? I won't need to... This is one thing I do like when drills come in Ziploc bags, is that if I'm filling a pot with drills and there's more drills than can go into that pot, I can just leave them in here. I don't have to faff around with labelling things. Okay, so that's those. And let's take a look at some drills. I'm kind of really reluctant to open them, to be honest. I don't want to ruin the shape of it. I'll just take a little peek. In fact, first thing I'm going to do is hold it up so you can see the gorgeous, gorgeous colours. Look at that. I always talk about liking rainbow colours. You couldn't ask for better rainbow colours than this painting. I think that's probably one of the reasons it's been so popular as well. Everyone loves brightly coloured paintings, right? I know some people also like darker paintings, but I don't think anyone hates working with bright colours because they're just fun. Okay, let's see. Can this be done without ruining the shape of it and making me cry? Okay, I'm in. I'm just going to take one out here, which happens to be 310, so quite a good one to have a look at because it is a colour that is notorious for not being the best. Now there is some static in the bag. You can see there that the drills are clinging to the sides, so I'm going to need to be prepared with some static tips with these drills. It's often the way when drills come in little bags, so it's not unexpected. And let's just check. Okay, here they are, lined up nice and neatly. There's a little bit of trash there that's making that one go wonky, but mostly they look very straight. And to be honest, your only issue with a painting like this is likely to be popping drills, and I don't expect to have those, having worked on a Diamond Art Studio painting before where I had no issues like that whatsoever. Lining them up is not going to be so much of a problem because there's not going to be many sections where I need to, well, I get an opportunity to multi-place. This painting is a single placer's dream. If you like to single place anyway, take advantage of the fact you're not going to be frustrated by slow progress in the same way. So let's put that one back, and you can see there's a couple of bags of 310. Which is not unexpected for all the shadowy areas. Let's just try and pull out one lighter one to show you. Let's have a look at 720. Okay. There you go. Nice quality resin drills. I'm not really seeing any trash in that section. They are lining up nicely, so even though I probably won't get to multi-place much, that also tells me there aren't many jaggedy bits sticking off the edges that would cause any problems with drills fitting together. I think these look great. So there you have it. I'm going to put that back where it was, roughly speaking, because I think it's gone a little bit out of order, and wrap that back up before I mess up the shape of it, which I already have a little bit. As I say, I'm quite tempted to get this one set up quite soon so I can make a start on it. But on the other hand, I do have a lot going on at the moment, so I will see. because I don't want it to just sit there being totally unworked on. But yeah, I had a video a while ago where I showed my Art Dot 240 bottle case. That's what I'm going to use to kit this up, because that gives me 3 layers of 80 bottles for drills. So that was the most compact way I could come up with to do it. And I like working with round bottles anyway. So check out that video if you were sort of similarly wondering, well, how would I even kit up a project like this? Because that might be something that would work for you. And it's often on a good price on Amazon. You know, if you stalk it for a bit, the price goes up and down. So yeah, that will be my plan. All right, I'll just move these away so you can take a final look at it. But yeah, I am really, really happy to have it here. I just think it's beautiful. Even looking at the canvas is beautiful, you know, seeing all those details. I'm looking forward to seeing all these bright, beautiful bits in the window. And I love the rainbow, what's the word for it? Well, you know, the shop covering and the rain, you know, the silhouetted people against it and the rainy pavement with the light shining down. It's all just gorgeous. It's such a stunning piece of art by Hel Corio. And I think Diamond Art Studio have done a wonderful job, as you can tell by how incredibly popular this painting has been. So as I say, if you're looking at this and thinking you would like to get it, check out their website, check out their Facebook. They regularly post updates. I don't know if it's currently available to buy for pre-order or if it's a matter of waiting until it next comes into stock. But yeah, check it out. They ship for free in the UK and they do ship internationally. I don't know what the postage is like. Obviously, international postage on diamond paintings, as we all know, can be a little rough, but it is what it is, unfortunately. I'm just glad that we have this really great company here in the UK, because a lot of the paintings that I buy, I have to buy from other countries and deal with that shipping in reverse. So it's wonderful having a company that's so committed to really good quality licensed art in the UK. And I thoroughly recommend them. All right, I hope that you have enjoyed looking at this with me, and I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye bye.